Hello, welcome back, everyone. After we have learned how to determine how much to save for retirement, in this video, we're going to go over how to manage your cash flows during retirement. Let's get started. As you approaches retirement, you need to start changing your asset allocation for your nest egg. As it described in the textbook, you really want to look at your nest egg in three separate categories. You can separate that into your short-term needs, your intermediate-term needs, and your long-term needs. So when you're starting in your early mid-20s, you would want to invest a large portion of your nest egg in equity. So perhaps a stock index fund. You may want to invest 75 to 85 or even more in equity and the rest in bonds. As you approach retirement, you want to start shifting more and more of your asset allocation in your retirement account towards safer investment products such as bonds. And then about 10 years before retirement, you want to start transitioning into some money into a very liquid account, such as a high yield savings account or a money market account. And then a lot more of you invest into bonds. Obviously, this depends on your personal risk aversion. So for some people, this safer transition may mean 50% equity, 50% bond, or for others, it may be 60% equity, 30% bond, and 10% in money market. And as you arrive in retirement, you should have much larger portion of your investment in bonds and money market. And as you age, perhaps towards your mid-70s or mid-80s, you should have most of your money in high-yield savings accounts or money market. The reason is that once you are in retirement, your primary concern is to use your income to finance your spending. So you do not want to have too much risk. On the other hand, you do still need to put some money into stocks and bonds or mutual funds and bonds so that you can keep up with inflation. Next, let's focus on what happens once you are in retirement. One of the major concerns for retired people is that they no longer have income except for Social Security. And if a lot of their money is in the stock market, they are concerned that market could go up and down. Stock markets are volatile, and they may end up having to sell stocks or mutual funds when the market is down. So what can they do? There is a strategy called bond ladders, and it is a very effective strategy to create some predictable income for retirees. How does a bond ladder work? So in essence, what you want to do is to take money from the stock index fund. So imagine this tree is your stock index fund, and when there is a storm, it may blow off a lot of your investment. And you don't, however, once the storm is over, the tree will recover and new branches will grow. So as long as you don't cut down the tree, your investment in the index fund can recover. However, in the meantime, how can you make sure that you have sufficient money to finance your expenses? This is what the bond ladder is all about. So once you're retired, you can take some money from the stock index fund and buy bonds. So to make it safe, you can buy government bonds or treasury notes. We call that T-notes. So T-notes stands for treasury notes. Or you can buy TIPS, Treasury Inflation Protection Security. So these are things that we explain in the textbook. So the idea is to buy 5 different bonds and divide the money equally into each bond. The first bond will mature in 1 year, the second in 2 years, and so forth. You can picture it as some paving stone. So this is, you put some bonds will mature, meaning you'll give you your money back in 1 year. The next one will give you back in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years. So you can buy 5 bonds, the first one with 1 year maturity, the second one with 2, 3, 4, 5 year maturities. As time passes, so let's say 1 year go by, the first bond will mature. So when that bond mature, you'll have cash in hand. So you can put that cash into your high yield savings account or your money market account for spending for the coming year. So that's money that's very reliable, because these are government bonds. The government does not default. So your investment in the bond will just turn into cash in 1 year. So now there will only be 4 bonds left because one of them has matured. To keep this going, you need to buy another 5-year note, so that this will be the new 5-year note to replace the one that just matured. So this one have just matured, and they will use the money to spend for the coming year, and they buy a new 5-year note to put it out there. Pretty straightforward. In the textbook, we also talk about a situation where you do have a storm coming in your stock market, and what do? Well, what you can do is you can hold off for a year, and then the next year you restart this ladder, and you will have predictable incomes. As time go on, each year one of these will mature. So every year you will have some money coming in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Each year you have some money coming in. And as time goes on, when this matures, you just buy another one to put out another 5-year bond to keep extending that as time passes. And that's it. So retirement cash flow management can be relatively straightforward and simple. We'll conclude this chapter here, and congratulations on finishing your personal finance course.